is NZ Dreamer here, and today I want to talk about a dream I had in 2022. Now, this dream that I had, I I don't really know what this means if I'm being honest, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Basically, in the dream I had a dream that me and my mum were talking, and she was also talking to someone else who was my mum. Like I was talking to my mom. I was talking to this like lady was well not wearing makeup. Was She wasn't wearing much makeup. She was like a lady with like long black hair. She was wearing like a black like kind of shirt and coat around her shirt and like black like kind of jeans that are kind of like all like kind of loose at the bottom. Those kind of jeans. And she was like basically like old skin, and she had like the impression of like a cool mom. And then me and this like girl were like cuddling, and she was like, I think my mom and my other mom were talking about some weird things, like some other things, and then they just stopped talking, I guess. And then I was talking to this girl, and we were just cuddling, and she was resting her head on like either this thigh or that thigh. That thigh. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of those two. And it was this girl that I knew of. It was like this girl that I was into, attracted to, whatever, but I hardly knew. And it was somebody I knew in real life. And yeah, I don't really know what this dream means. Like back then, I thought it may have been about like like the Holy Spirit. Basically, I was some prophet dreamer who believed that the Holy Spirit was a woman and she's your mom. So since I thought this lady's my mom, maybe that was the Holy Spirit. Maybe it still is. I don't really believe the Holy Spirit's a woman anymore. I used to think that, but it's an interesting thing to think. And interestingly enough, when I was talking to my friend about this like lady and stuff, I was saying, I was saying the lady's name, I talked to her, then he said, "Oh, that lady's unvaccinated." And this was during the 2022 when everyone was taking the vaccine. I didn't take the vaccine, and if there's going to be another vaccine that happens, I'm not going to take that vaccine. Um, I may have to re-upload this video if this video gets any community guidelines because they take down anyone who talks about this kind of stuff, about the jab. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't take that, and she didn't take that. And this guy's basically saying that if you sleep with someone or you kiss someone who's got the vaccine, you get cross contaminated. According to him, apparently it causes a zombie apocalypse. Apparently, it's gonna make you a zombie. So, yeah, it's this dream predicted that some girl I knew wouldn't have taken the vaccine. I had no knowledge. I had no idea it was like going to take the vaccine. So, I guess either this lady's the Holy Spirit or this dream was trying to help me out. But I mean, it was kind of all bunk anyway because I stopped being into that girl. I lost interest, and I met another girl who I am and was way more interested in. And I mean, I'm not trying to bring up my personal life here, but I'm just trying to figure out what the dream means. So yeah, I guess if you're watching this, don't take the jab, don't take the JAB, and if you have taken the jab, I would highly advise that you try to find a way to detox yourself from the vaccine. Whatever's in your bloodstream, whatever they put in that stuff, it's not gone. It hasn't gone. It's been 3 years since that thing was taken, and it hasn't been gone, man. So if I was you, I detox from that vaccine, from the jab, whatever, and I would not take that. I'd not take it. Like I don't know if this prophetic dreamer what he said was actually true. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not about this kind of stuff. Like I don't know. Like I don't know, but if you took the jab for coronavirus for whatever reason, I would highly advise you to detox from the jab. I'm not trying to spread fear mongering. I'm not trying to make you afraid. I'm not trying to make you feel afraid or anything like that. I'm not trying to make you feel fear or shame you for your choices. I understand that this was a hard time and that this was a really difficult time for people. And most people didn't know or wouldn't know what was wrong with that jab, but like So yeah, I'm not gonna judge you for your choices. I don't think you're a bad person if you take it. Like you're not a bad person for taking it. You were just under duress. You were being kind of forced to. You were under a really difficult situation, man. It's like lots of people, and you had to lose your job. So I'm not like I don't have a problem with you if you took it. Like it's I don't think I'm not judging you or gonna treat you badly for it. But yeah, if I was you, I would detox from that jab. Now, yeah, to anyone, um, yeah. So to anyone who's like looking at those other people, you like try not to be judgmental towards them, or, like hateful towards them. Like, yes, they were very bad. They were very dickish about it, but these people don't know any better, man. So you gotta treat them like humans, and they'll be more likely to come around to your point of view. So yeah, that's all the dream I had. If anyone knows this girl I mentioned personally, or if this girl I have mentioned sees this and somehow knows that it's her, yeah, I just want to say I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to make you feel weird and all that stuff. And I just want to say that if you meet a dude who's taking the vaccine and you take a fancy to him and you want to sleep with him, I'd advise you not to. Or if you really do want to be with this guy and you like him and you want to get married to him or whatever, or have a long term relationship with him, I'd say like go and try to get him to be detox because I think that this thing can be prevented. I want to say to the prophetic dreamer, I want to say to you, if you're watching this, I know you watch lots of prophetic dreams. You every day you search your prophetic dreams and you kind of look at the latest ones that have been made and stuff. So you're probably going to see me eventually. I just want to say, man, if you're watching this, I think you should try to advise people to try to take a vaccine cure, to try to detox from the vaccine. If it's a bunch of nanobots, I'm sure there's going to be some way to detox from it. If there's no nanobots, then, it's like, you gotta, like, there has to be some way to kind of detox from it. It's like, you gotta stop being so fear-mongering about it. It's like, I get it. If they actually are going to make you a zombie and stuff, I get that. But, like, shouldn't we try to stop it and all that? So, yeah. And to add to this, with the other girl who I met, I had a dream as soon as I met her telling me that she and a friend were vaccinated, and I had no knowledge of them being vaccinated. Given their position in life they were in, it was very safe to say that both of them probably got vaccinated. They still went to school when the vaccine came out. They were in their last year. I finished school the year before the vaccine happened, so that wasn't a problem for me, but for them it was a problem. And given that they wouldn't have known much about this kind of stuff, they most likely wouldn't have taken it. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it, but yeah, if you're taking the jab, you really got to research what they put into that stuff, and you really got to like take a detox, man. Like, if I find a good detox and I find one that works, or I get a prophetic dream about what like detoxes from the jab, I will tell you guys. I will make sure I tell you guys, and I will definitely make sure, like, I'll let you guys know because I want to help people out, and these dreams are helping people out. See, something else I want to say is that girl who I had the dream about being vaccinated to. I want to say to that girl, if you're watching this video, I just want to advise that you should also not take the vaccine the next time it comes around. And I would highly advise for you to try to find a way to detox yourself from the vaccine and to try to research like what's in the vaccine and all that kind of stuff. Like, I know you might think it's just like a conspiracy, like whatever, and it might just sound like some crazy nonsense. And hey, I get like why you think that. Some of the people who say that like they don't really have the best presentation skills, but I highly advise you do it because there's a lot of bad effects for your health and all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger. I'm not trying to affect your life choices, and I'm really not trying to like force you to do anything or tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want aside from that. I'm just would highly advise that you do so because, yeah, I wouldn't want you to get affected by by the thing. And to the other girl I had the dream about, like you being vaccinated, I would say the same thing. I'm saying this to everyone, but I wanted to say this to you two specific people if either of you two are watching this. Because if you two are watching this, assumably I would have shown you this channel. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I hope you two heed this advice, and I hope you two enjoy this channel.